In many scriptures you see the two words which are used quite often, and they kind of intermingle, is the idea of the Atma and the Jivatma. Can you please try and explain what the differences are?
Again, this is an area which creates a lot of confusion with the Hindu mind. They can't distinguish the word Atman from the word Jivatman. Somehow they feel the word Jivatman is the longer word, so it's perhaps much bigger, and Atman is a tiddly one, so it must be a small thing. Exactly the opposite. I use a metaphor to explain the difference between Atman and Jivatman. The metaphor works extremely well. This is the metaphor. Remember, metaphors are always dangerous. They are showing kind of similarity, but be very careful. But I'm still, with this caution, I'm still telling you this is a very interesting metaphor. If, for example, you go to the seaside one of these days, and in London even, sometimes the sun comes out, and you see, look at the waves. You're looking on the standing on the cliff and looking at all the waves and the sea. You see the whole sea shining, glittering, glimmering, little shimmer at the crest of every wave, coming, going, acting, interacting, appearing, disappearing. Now if you look at it, you say, my God, the sea has come alive. There's so many living things on the sea, face of the sea. They're all shining and shimmering and shining so brightly and beautifully. They all come alive, surely they're alive. It appears they're alive. In fact, we know that the glimmer, the shine at the crest of every wave is not really the sun that has come down to the sea. It is just the reflection of the sun. The sun never comes down to the sea, it always stays above. This is the difference between Atman and Jivatman. Atman is the sun, and Jivatman is the shiny thing at the crest of every wave that comes and goes and seems to have its own characteristics. And this is a beautiful way of looking at the difference between. So Jivatman comes and goes. So when somebody is cremated, you say, oh, the Atma, Sarvati, it was a good Atma is gone. Atma doesn't come or doesn't go. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. Atma is never born, never dies. So what are you doing? You mustn't say the Atman is gone. The Jivatman is gone. The shimmer, that crest of the wave, that the shimmer on the crest of the wave has disappeared, it will reappear somewhere else. But the thing that is the shining in the sky, that never comes, never goes, was never on the surface of the earth, or surface of the sea. It just appears to be there. The difference between Atman and Jivatman, Atma is the real self, your true nature. Jivatman is your apparent self. It appears in this human body and kind of, hey, waves its arms about. But it is never down here. The real self is up there. So what happens with the kind of great personalities? Imagine a little shimmer, a little glimmer on top of a crest of a wave. He's saying, who am I? Who am I? Am I the water? He looks around, there are other little shimmery things, he says, who am I? How am I linked with others? Who am I? Who am I? He tries to make sense of itself. Where is my shimmer coming from? Where is my light coming from? He's trying to understand it. And then once in a while, for the moment he just looks at the other part of the sea and tries to sort himself out, doesn't sort himself out. Who am I? Asks the little shimmer. Then he looks up. He says, I'm never here, I'm that. This is what happens with if you're like a self-realized person, an Atmagnani. That little shimmer, he looks up and says, actually I was never on the crest of the wave. I was up there all the time. I just appeared to be on the surface of the sea. I have nothing to do with the sea. This is called Atmagnan. But this lovely story of the sun and the shining crest of the wave, in a way gives a distinction between Atman and Jivatman.